if y'all can see me or not. I'm trying to get some light in here. It is March 16th and I'm in Mississippi. It is quite early and it's time to see if I can put out it's not a dumpster fire yet, we're just starting the year, so I'm feeling hopeful. This is the first real start to the year for me. So, regardless of what the outcome is, I'm gonna have a daggum good time. Conditions are a little chilly. Got some rain carryover from yesterday. I'm pretty sure it was a frog floater yesterday. And supposed to get pretty today at some point. So, plan is to cover a lot of ground, see if I can strike up something. The state as a whole had a pretty good hatch 2 years ago, so. There's a bunch of scratching in here. It's a bottom. There's a high point up there about 250 yards. I'm just gonna go get on this berm and just do some listening. It rained a daggum Noah's Ark yesterday, so these turkeys are wet. They probably ain't gonna say a whole lot until the sun comes out. So it's one of those mornings where if I find really good turkey sound like what I'm finding right here, probably just need to be patient, let the morning develop. But on the back side of this, there's some private with some fields. And a lot of times them turkeys are gonna go to fields when it's raining, and after they've been wet, they want to shake off and dry off. So I'm gonna try to get in between where I think the probability of where they were roosted, in between that and the private land fields. Give myself a good 100-yard buffer. Start easing that way. It's about 7:30 right now. $7:34. Just heard a turkey gobble about 3 times. He's right on up here, about 300 on private. But I got about a 200-yard buffer to work with. It looks like it gets dry up there around this bend, so I'm gonna go sit down right there and just see what happens. Take his temperature, see what he wants to do. This would be a great setup. Looks like there's a hardwood bottom over this lip that connects to the private about 200 yards. And I got this big thicket right here, structure, deadfalls. I got some more back here. So I got plenty of stuff to set up in as far as a calling aspect too. But he's gonna see the end because I'm gonna stick it out there in that bottom, about 25 yards. All right, let's get nestled up in here, do some listening. It's now 9:30. This bottom is a textbook type of spot that a gobbler likes to swing through and pick up hens. In the next hour or so, this overcast stuff's supposed to break to sunny skies. So I'm just gonna be patient. No need in running all over the place. Well, it's 11:37. And yeah, I've been sitting here just being quiet, just call a little bit, nothing real aggressive and loud. But I'm in a really good spot where a turkey should bounce around in here. But I've got a crap ton of stuff marked on Onyx that I want to go check. But I'm waiting for just a little bit of sun to come out. It's supposed to get sunny the rest of today. And I've got a bunch of stuff that I want to get familiarized with, scout, and try to strike a turkey on. But I'm not going to waste going to all those spots when it's cold and overcast. Turkeys just don't seem to gobble much when it's like this. I've done good when it's raining, pop-up showers, thunderstorming. Seems like there's a lot of changes in barometric pressure. Those pop-up showers and thunderstorms, air's thinner, just seems like they gobble a lot more. But especially days like today when the sun breaks and all this dissipates and that sun starts to shining, those are good times. That's why I'm waiting on. So as soon as that happens, we'll wake the woods up. Beautiful hardwoods in here. I like it. I know there's turkeys in here. I'm all over. I'm all around turkeys right now. And will be today. Will they do it? That's the question. It's about 12 o'clock. Weatherman keeps lying. Said the sun was gonna be out 2 hours ago. Can't never trust no weatherman. Just these dang turkeys. These turkeys have got this place just scratched to death. It's just scratching all up through here. Bunch of red oaks in here. I might ease my way this direction. Just take my time. Then we'll hit an overdrive here in a little bit. There's some fields across this slough. Looped a big loop around on them, scratching all along this slough. I think the turkeys are probably on a high point out there. That's my best guess. But, tell you what, almost all the time, just about all the time, I'm always soft talking, calling, real soft when I'm walking through the woods, priming the gobble for when I stop to a good spot and mash on it. I just had a lot of success striking turkeys that way. But I tell you, in the early season, I do a whole lot of sneaking and slipping than I do when it's thicker. I just don't do a whole lot of priming the gobble. Before I head to another area, I ain't gonna wait on it to break here. I'm just gonna crank on it. There's too much scratching. I should be able to yank a gobble out of one. check out a new spot. Maybe there ought to be a turkey in here. Let's see what we can find for the afternoon. Got a couple other spots I want to check out, but this is first on the list. It's gonna slither and sneak. I ain't much for running and gunning. I like to slither and sneak. It's 3:30. Sun's finally out. I picked my way through a bunch of thick stuff. Bunch of privet. Starting to pick up fresh scratchings. There's a nice bottom up here. That opening is out there. I'm just gonna work this transition line. Bunch of oaks way back in there. And I'll probably set up. Put the single hand out maybe. Just do a little calling here and there, see if I can strike something up. Alright. I've walked way the heck back in here. This is where all the roost trees are. This is where all the turkey signs at. Opens up real good right here. So, I got a good backdrop, good back cover. Just finally found a spot that looked like a good spot to sit down. Got the single hand out there. I'm about to get up and walk out there and do some calling. Sit back down. Well, rather unproductive day in the turkey woods in Mississippi, but I'm not complaining. I'm happy because I'm turkey hunting. Time to go try to roost one. Looks like it's gonna be a wet one tomorrow.